matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go play action now. Jackson goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kyler Fackrell buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, 5 here.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times they're about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by David Jones. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And complete to Zach Ertz. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they get it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Falcons at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Dillon up the middle. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 27. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatically to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
7 yards there and a first down.
Okay, ready?
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
19. Read alert, read alert. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Hurts. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the Bears first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it would officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Hey, check that. Street.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
19 tight.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. On first down, Hurts. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll come to the line and needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
19 Tigers. Warriors 17.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Into the hands of London. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, they help save the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Top 50, top 50. Cut back in, cut back in.
He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll return it from the 6. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
Touchdown! A.J. Dillon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quadri Diggs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw with him. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. That will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Bears. Devontae Smith, 50 yards. And the Bears have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 36, Jackson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Jackson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Wandale Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Hurts throw complete there to St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Here's Hurts. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Well, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. An option handoff to Spiller, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. Got his man. It's London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing now is Jackson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you are so excited about a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now this what's happening.
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they had the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington.